You were crying sitting on sofa silently on how greedy your aunt and uncle can be. After your parents died in car accident at the age of 5, they both took you with them just to treat you like a maid, and today they have sold you to heartless mafia king. Your eyes were teary thinking about all this. The daughter Ella was packing all your stuff, whereas the guards in front of you were waiting for your stuff to come and then leave. You were nothing but a pure mess and didn't know how to actually handle the situation right now. Your mind was getting flashback of what happened 2 days before in park. You were looking at Thai, who was now in miserable condition because of your word which stabbed him directly in his heart. Move on from me. I'm getting married to one of the richest men of Korea, Thai said. But what about us, huh? Are you crazy? After getting the proposal to marry a rich man, who will marry a broke professor, huh? I will get going. He backhugged you and was begging you to stay. You also wanted to cry and tell him everything, but you can't. You can't do that. You pushed him harshly and ran from there without looking at him, as now your eyes were all teary and you can't show him that. Wine in mind. I'm sorry, love. I can't do anything. They'll kill you, and I can't let that happen because of me. You were the only source of happiness for me. You came back to reality after you heard her saying, Ella, here are her belongings. Now you can take her. We are done with her. The guard nodded and dragged you outside with him. You took a last glance at house which gave you nothing but pain and made you feel orphan whenever they can. You accepted your fate and left from there without any argument, but wished that they get taste of their own medicine someday. Time skip to mansion. You entered in the big mansion, which was nothing but a prison to you and a living hell. Your heartbeat was racing as you walked in. As you came inside, you saw a person in his luxury outfit, but he was sitting in opposite direction and was working on his laptop. Boss, she's here. Oh, so he is your boss. What a foolish boss. God, mind your words, girl. Just shut up. And you, whoever the boss, you have just wasted your money on me. I'm not gonna be a. Just keep that in mind. The moment I'll get. You won't be able to have fun with me. Maybe 1 or 2 days. I'm not a weak girl who will beg you to leave me. I stayed calm and silent because I was threatened. If I don't do this, then they'll kill my boyfriend. My ex boyfriend. You shattered because you called him your ex boyfriend. I broke him and made sure that he'll never search for me, or I guess he might have left Seoul till now. So I have assured his safety. The only regret I have that I was unable to teach lesson to my greedy aunt and uncle. So Mr. Whatever, just consider yourself dumb, nothing else. It was enough. The guard pushed you, making you land on your knees and put the gun on your head. You stood there sobbing but didn't hang your head low. You stayed silent with your uncle and aunt because they had your legal custody, and when you were small, they made you sign papers which says that if your legal custody was taken away from them, then all your properties and money will go to them. So you stayed with them to make sure they don't misuse your parents' money. You were brought back to reality when the maids came and took you to God know where. You were just blankly following them. Time skipped to the room. They tied your hands and made sure the windows were locked perfectly and left from there while making you sit on bed. You laid on bed again crying thinking about Thai. I want to see you and feel your warmth again, my safe place. While crying, you didn't realize when you fell asleep, as you were crying almost all day, and the entire day was very tensed for you. Time skipped to midnight. You were in your deep slumber that you didn't realize that someone came inside your room and was staring at you for long. He laid beside you and pulled you closer to him. He slowly removed the ropes which tied your hands and legs. He kept his hand on your waist and put his head in the crook of your neck. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. I really thought you are bad. I should have known. My princess can't be like that. I'm sorry. Tai said, tear made its way out of his eye. I thought to make your life hell. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Soon the room got filled with his sobs, and tear actually landed on your soft skin, making you come out of your deep slumber. As soon as you felt someone hugging you, you immediately turned and pushed him away from you. But thanks to the moonlight entering the room, you saw his face. Your heart almost stopped when you saw him. Tai, what are you doing here? Are you crazy? If that mafia king saw you, then he'll kill you. He's very dangerous, Tai. Fayen, calm down now. Don't worry, princess. How can I? Listen to me now. You didn't stop talking and were continuously saying He started hitting his chest and tried to push him away, but it was of no use. Tai wrapped his arm around you, pulling you in his lap. Once he noticed that you were all silent and said, I'm the famous Red Mafia King who bought you from your auntie. I was in too much rage. Then I contacted your aunt and made this deal. I thought it was your wedding, which she was mentioning that she's already taken, but when I offered her $20 million, she agreed. I'm so sorry. I should have trusted you. I'm sorry, princess, for everything. Actually, I didn't want it to lie that I was a mafia, but that day I was actually not in a position to tell. I wanted to secure my mafia position first, and then only I want to tell you everything without fear of anyone attacking you. Besides, before making you come in my dangerous life, I wanted to make you emotionally ready to accept everything. I'm so sorry. You hugged him and started crying, thinking you almost gave up on your life and were thinking to commit. I took you in his arms and laid you on bed, trying his best to calm you down. Now everything will be fine. He pecked your forehead multiple times. My aunt and uncle, what you did, you got cut when he pulled you for. You soon got lost in his touch. Time mine. I'm sorry, I just didn't wanted to give the bad news to you that you weren't able to see them for the last time alive. They have already left this planet. After knowing the complete truth, how was I supposed to leave them? I know I broke you with my action. I'm so sorry, he said again. It wouldn't be wrong if you knew everything. For you, I was nothing but a gold digger, so it was fine. At least now we both are aware of each other. But I promised you that I'll win back all your trust, and without it, I won't marry you or touch you. That's my promise. He pecked your forehead and made you lay on bed and covered you with blanket before leaving. Good night.